In this session of CCNA series, I will show you how to configure NAT overload or port address translation. NAT overload allows NAT to support many inside local IP addresses with one or few inside global IP addresses. If you go back to static NAT and dynamic NAT, there is a limitation that whatever public IP address we have, we can only translate that much private IP addresses only. But with NAT overload, with one public IP addresses, you can translate around 65,000 something IP addresses depending on the availability of the ports. So it translates the private IP address and port number to a single inside global address with a unique port number. So every translation will have a unique port number. There are two variations of pad configuration exist in iOS. If pad uses a pool of inside global addresses, the configuration looks exactly like dynamic NAT except the overload keyword added to the end. And the other one is overloading the interface. First, let's go ahead and configure the first option, that is adding the overload to the same command we use for dynamic NAT. So let's go ahead. First, let me show you there is no reachability since there is no NAT configured. And the command which we used earlier was this command. Let me show you. This was our dynamic NAT command. So what I will do is I will add the overload keyword and then let's see if I'm able to ping. Host 1 is able to ping and host 2 able to ping. Now the interesting thing is you will see in the show IP NAT translation there is only one public IP address used with different port numbers. If you see, there is a host 1, there is host 2, but the IP address is same with different port. Earlier you might have seen for particular private IP address, particular public IP address was used, but here a single public IP address is used. You can add as many as host as possible. This is the advantages of PAT, and due to this the IPv4 address is lasting till now. So let's go ahead and try the second option, that is to overload the interface. I will delete the configuration. I will remove the translations so that there are no translation. Okay. So the second option is to have the command for that is ipnat. We will again specify the access list, which is access list 1, but instead of defining the public IP pool, what we will do is we will specify the interface, that is 1/0, that is facing the internet, and overload it. The results should be same. This is another method of doing the NAT translation. And now let's verify show IP NAT translation. Here you can see it's same. Both the hosts are using the same public IP address with different ports. Let's verify show IP NAT statistics. Here if you see 10 translations have been done and it has total 40 hits. Dynamic mapping of inside source. The access list is mapped to the interface. That's it for this session. I hope this was informative for you. Thank you for watching.